Grant Hunter pleaded guilty to the murder of Marc Webley and another man, Stuart Pearson, in the attack in Hogmanay in 2023, last month at the High Court in Edinburgh. During that hearing, Lord Mulholland told Hunter this was a crime of the utmost gravity. You're a paid assassin, but the streets of Edinburgh, the streets of Scotland, are not war zones. And today at the High Court in Glasgow, he passed sentence.
This was a planned murder for financial gain, committed in furtherance of serious organised crime. Unfold your arms. It was unfold your arms. Because I've asked you to unfold your arms and show respect to the court. Good. Was committed in a public street when members of the public were about. You fired 5 shots from the gun and 3 of them missed your target, placing the public at great risk. Moreover, you fired 4 shots at Marc Webley and 1 of them hit him in the back, and the catastrophic injuries took his life. The fact that you fired 4 shots at him showed beyond any doubt that you wanted him dead. That you also shot and wounded another man who could have come to the aid of Marc Webley is further evidence of your intent. It is beyond sinister that you wanted your victim to see your face, which is another aggravating factor to be added to the others applicable. However, in doing so, you revealed your face, and this was your undoing, as police officers who knew you, and from your criminal record had good and regular cause to know you, recognised you, and this led to your swift arrest. You were to be paid a lot of money for the assassination, that you are about to get a life sentence for what you did, would tell any reasonable person that it was not worth it. You've shown no remorse for what you did. Gangsterism and the criminal activity which comes with it are not acceptable in a civilised society. This is a civilised society based on laws to govern and regulate the society we live in. The public will not put up with this gangsterism, and the courts will certainly not put up with it. Anyone getting caught carrying out this type of criminality can expect hefty sentences of imprisonment. As I said to you on conviction, this is not Chicago in the 1930s. Scotland is a civilised place and with no tolerance for gangsterism. You've left a mother without her son, 2 boys without their father. You've visited a life sentence of grief and loss on them. You may not have any remorse for what you did, but your cowardly actions will haunt you for the rest of your life.
Grant Hunter was handed a 26-year sentence for the murder of Marc Webley and attempted murder of Stuart Pearson on Hogmanay 2023 in Granton in Edinburgh. And as he left the court, he showed no remorse, smirking and even giving a thumbs up as he was led away. Gangster Marc Webley was murdered at his own Hogmanay party after he goaded rivals, including underworld kingpin Mark Richardson, to kill him amid a deadly love triangle fallout. The out-of-control thug had taunted his enemies via unhinged clips posted on Snapchat as his fury grew over another hood, who can't be named for legal reasons, hooking up with his former partner. The online taunts were aimed at the fellow thug who was dating his ex Jodie Steele, the mother of his 2 sons, and his right-hand man, mob boss Richardson. Cocaine kingpin Richardson was jailed in 2018 as part of a £200 million super gang bust, and his empire, which he still controls from jail, has been under attack from gang rivals this year. An insider said Webbley led a gang on the opposite side of the city from Richardson's pal, so there hadn't really been a major issue. This all started because of the woman. Mark was raging this guy was with his ex and part of his kid's life. It then just descended into male pride, bravado and ego from both sides, with threats being made by both of them. The real turning point was when Webbley slagged off Richardson in one of his videos. Before then, it wasn't really Richardson's battle, but as soon as he was disrespected, things changed. TV showed the chilling nature of the gangland killing carried out around 20 minutes before midnight on Hogmanay 2023. The footage revealed drugged-up Hunter getting out of a stolen Hyundai Tucson with a hood and balaclava on before removing both as he approached Webbley, who was outside the Anchor Inn with his friend Stuart Pearson. Callous Hunter removed the disguise because he wanted his victims to know who he was. Words were exchanged between the pair before Hunter spent around a minute rummaging through his pockets looking for his pistol. He is seen eventually pulling out the Slovakian-made gun and holding it with both hands before firing 5 shots as Webbley and Pearson run for cover. Pearson slumps to the ground almost immediately, while Webbley, holding a blade in one hand and his phone in the other, is shot in the back and collapses off camera. Hunter then jumps back into the driver's seat of the motor before speeding away as frantic pub revellers rush outside amid the chaos. Webbley had spent Hogmanay with his mum Janet before going to the Anchor Inn to bring in 2024 by hosting a party at the bar. But in the weeks before that night, Webbley, known in the underworld circles as a madman, had posted several social media videos targeting his gang rivals and urging them to come after him. The first shows him walking on the street in Granton wearing a Christmas t-shirt which reads "Ho Ho No." He was also carrying a man bag which he hints has a gun inside.
What's in the man bag? Come and find out. Buttons. Come and get it. Tick tick bin. Ha ha. Stop shooting windows, you
Underworld sources claim this was a dig at caged cocaine kingpin Richardson. Wide-eyed Webbley then starts laughing at the camera while swaying along to the music with a Christmas tree and Santa Claus behind him.
Do I look scared? Never. Yous all looked up to me. Your boss looked up to me. Remember that. Oh, how are you, Mark? Mark, you're good at that. One more word, I've said a dozen. You're a chicken. Ah, you wish your bras were violent like mine. Me and my 3-2 bras will be remembered for being violent. Your bras are chickens. Ha ha ha. Knocked out for Kelby, chopped for Bakery. You've done nada. R.I.P. Brad Welsh. Ha ha ha. Shot to the head.
Come to the pub. I want to be here a couple of hours. Sure they gives you enough time. You've had all day to make an effort. You talk a good fight, so when you're lying in bed or talking whatever you're doing, saying, we've got to get him, we've got to get him. Well, him. Stone cold sober. Come and get it. I don't want you'll come. You've no balls.
Hunter's girlfriend, 27-year-old Emma McVie, who cleaned the motor and washed the clothes he had worn, was given 4.5 years, while accomplice 22-year-old Gary Robertson, who disposed of the assassin's handgun and gave him cash, clothes and cocaine, was given 6.5 years.
You are both involved trying to stymie law enforcement who are investigating the murder and attempted murder. You, Emma McVie, cleaned the stolen car used to transport Hunter to and from the locus and instructed the washing of the clothes worn by him. These actions could have prevented law enforcement from recovering DNA, fingerprints and firearms residue. You knew what you were doing and why you were doing it. As you travelled to and from the locus and were at the locus when Hunter shot and murdered Marc Webley and shot and attempted to murder Stuart Pearson. You, Gary Robertson, were art and part involved in the disposal of the gun and provided clothing, money and drugs to Hunter after the murder. The gun has not yet been recovered by law enforcement and it is therefore available for nefarious use. You are partly responsible for that. These are very serious matters and a lengthy sentence of imprisonment is inevitable in both your cases.
During the first 4 days of 2024, Hunter and McVie bounced around several flats in Edinburgh where he joked with one associate, Marc Webley, didn't see the bells. He also said he was getting paid a substantial amount of money for the execution.